Case 4. Ano naman yung difference ng case 4? Okay, you will see that case 4 is similar to case 1 except parehong arrival rate and service rate are puson, pero this time, your number of servers is infinite. Okay? And general discipline, infinite din yung wala ring restriction sa pila, and then infinite din yung calling source. So ito lang yung difference. Okay? Infinite yung servers mo. And in reality, in actual practice, bihira ka naman makakita ng system na infinite yung servers. As in, pagpasok mo, masaserve ka agad. So, it implies that if you have infinite servers, you have infinite service capacity. That's the implication. Okay? Infinite ang service capacity mo such that a customer that enters this queuing system will never experience waiting. Since pagpasok mo, masaserve ka agad kasi infinite yung service capacity. Mayroon agad magsaservice sa'yo pagpasok mo. Therefore, walang waiting. Kaya makikita natin, if we go to the summary of queuing formulas, you will see here that the average number of customers in the queue, yung LQ, and the waiting time of customers in the queue on the average is 0. Walang waiting time. Kasi infinite yung service capacity. Naintindihan ba? Yun lang yung difference. Naintindihan, class?
Yes po, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so let's proceed. So kung naintindihan, case 4, the only difference from case 1 is the infinite number of servers. Okay, let's go to this last problem. Problem number 4. Tell me what your system is. What your queuing system is. Write down the given muna. What is 15?
Sir, lambda po yung 15.
Lambda is 15 per hour. Okay, next line. Super Shopper Supermarket has 15 customers entering per hour. The customer spends an exponentially distributed amount of time shopping. Okay? Exponentially distributed. So, alam mo na agad na yung arrival rate na 15, hindi naman niya sinabing puson, tama ba? Wala siyang sinabing puson yung rate.
Yes, sir. Tama po.
Pero, sinabi ko sa inyo kanina na case 1 hanggang case 7, lahat ng available queuing formula and models natin, ang arrival is puson. So, you can now assume that this is puson kasi wala namang iba. Okay? So, this is assumed kasi hindi given sa problem. Okay? Next, exponential ang service time. So, therefore, ang service rate is automatically puson. Correct? Tama ba, class?
Yes po, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, that you know, di ba? And then, hahanapin mo ngayon sa problem, ilan ba yung servers? Ilan ba yung servers sa system na to? So, sabi dito, supermarket ito. The customer spends an exponentially distributed time shopping. Average time spent shopping is 20 minutes. So, your 1 over mu, 20 minutes kasi ito no? Hindi siya arrival rate. Hindi siya service rate. Kaya, ang given sa atin is 1 over mu. Naintindihan ba bakit 1 over mu?
Yes, sir.
Kasi ang kabaliktaran ng service rate is service time. So, ang service time, ang given sa atin, average time spent shopping is 20 minutes. Okay? So, kaya ko tinatanong sa inyo, no? Given this problem, ano ba ang system natin? So, imagine nyo, pasok ka sa supermarket. Di ba? Pasok ka sa supermarket. So far, ang alam natin ngayon, this. GD naman palagi to eh. GD. Wala namang sinabi sa problem na may restriction or may maximum number yung supermarket na papapasukin. Walang sinabi. Okay? So therefore, infinity, yung walang restriction eh. And then yung calling source, yung mga taong pinanggalingan ng mga taong papasok sa supermarket, hindi rin naman sinabi. So again, i-assume infinity. Pag walang sinabi, assume infinity. So ito na lang yung unknown. Eh hindi naman given sa atin kung isa ba yung server, dalawa ba yung server, tatlo, walang sinabi. So it's something that we cannot assume. Tama? We cannot assume 1, 2, 3. Okay? So sa ngayon, of course, pwede natin i-assume. Pwede natin i-assume 1. Diba? Kasi kanina, remember yung problem natin kanina, in-assume ko na 1 lang yung server, yung sa previous problem, yung sa repair of transmissions. Kasi wala namang ibang queuing formula na may MG. Kaya in-assume ko na 1 kasi MG1 lang ang meron eh. Dito, merong formula kasi na MM1. Meron ding formula na MMC, yung case 1 tsaka case 2. So pwede akong mag-assume, pero ano i-assume ko? 1 or multiple servers? At meron ding case na MM infinity or infinity. Ano ba ang appropriate? 1, C, or infinity? So ang choices mo ngayon dito is 1, C, or infinity. Kasi for each of these, meron tayong queuing model. May queuing formula tayo. And that's why I was asking you, ano ba yung system natin? O pagpasok mo sa grocery, saan ka pumupunta? Pagpasok mo ng supermarket, saan ang una mong punta?
Kukuha po
Teka,
ng
nagsusupermarket
shopping
ba
cart.
kayo? Ano yan?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. Ano yung sagot? Ano yung sagot niya?
Kukuha po ng shopping cart.
Kuha kayo ng shopping cart, di ba? Then pag kuha yung shopping cart, diretso shopping na kayo, tama? So, if you notice, this problem is focusing its system on the shopping. Kaya makikita mo dito, customers arrive, di ba? Entering 15 customers per hour. Tapos ang given na is the average time spent shopping. Okay? Spent shopping. So yung shopping ang focus. Kasi you can imagine, kapag ang focus ng problem is the checking out, yung pagbayad ng mga pinag-shop mo, doon sa checking out, di ba may pila doon? At saka, dapat nakaspecify kung ilan yung cashier or counters na open para makapag-check out ka. Tama ba?
Yes, sir.
Di ba? Pero, hindi binanggit ng problem anything about checking out. It only mentioned the time spent shopping. Meaning, before checking out. Sa shopping ka lang. Now, pagdating mo sa shopping, kuha mo ng cart, punta ka na sa aisles, di ba, you barely wait, tama? You barely wait. Ibig sabihin, kung gusto mo ng gatas, punta ka sa milk section, kuha ka ng gatas. Pagpunta ka ng fruits, gusto mo ng fruits, punta ka sa fruit section. Pag gusto mo ng meat, punta ka sa meat section, and then kuha ka ng karne mo. Usually, di ba? So in the absence of any information, your servers now, ang server mo dito sa problem na to, would be represented by each item in the aisles, in the shopping aisles. So, pag kailangan mo ng gatas, nandun yung gatas. Kunin mo lang. Yun yung server mo, yung gatas. Di ba? Wala nang taong magsaserve sa'yo doon sa supermarket na yon. Kung kailangan mo ng toothbrush or toothpaste, punta ka doon sa toothpaste section. Kuha ka ng toothpaste. Yung toothpaste ang server mo. Okay? So take note that if you look at this problem, in the absence of number of servers, then the only logical assumption for this problem is to assume that this one is infinity. Because Pag shopping ang pinag-uusapan, hindi naman isa lang ang server mo. And the problem did not mention. Hindi rin naman dalawa, tatlo. Wala rin minention yung problem. So the best and the logical assumption is to assume that each aisle, each item in each aisle is a server. And every time you need to go there, you will just be served. Hindi ka na hihintay. Hindi ka na maghihintay. Okay? Is that clear? So again, in the process of formulating the Kendall-Lee notation, kailangan nyong i-exhaust lahat ng mga queuing models and kailangan nyong tignan kung ano yung best queuing model possible to use for the problem. Okay? And in this problem, the best assumption here would be infinite number of servers. Okay? So this therefore is a case 4 problem. So if that's clear and you don't have any questions, we can now just quickly run through letter A, B, and C. Letter A, on the average, how many customers can be found shopping in the aisles? Ano yung tinatanong dyan?
LQ po ba?
How many customers can be found shopping in the aisles? Okay, shopping.
Sir.
L lang. Okay, so on the average, yun yung question ha. How many customers? So alam natin L or LQ lang yan. Pero ang nakalagay dito, can be found shopping in the aisles. So, di ba sinabi ko kanina sa inyo na sa case 4, wala tayong waiting eh. So everyone is just shopping. Therefore, the number of people shopping in the aisles, yan na yung number of people inside your system. And therefore, that is L. Okay? So now to solve for L, you look at this formula, L is just equal to rho. And rho is equal to lambda, which is 15, over your mu, which we have yet to solve. Teka, yung mu. 1 over mu is 20 minutes. Okay, therefore, mu, cross multiply, no? 20 mu is equal to 1. Mu is equal to 1 over 20 minutes. But your lambda is 15 per, ano ba to? R. Okay? So, kailangan kong gawing per R to. So, times 1R, ay, tama ba? 1 over 20 minutes. 1 per 20, mali yata eh. 1 per 20 minutes. Tama?
Yes po, sir.
Yan. Gising pa kayo, no? So, 1 per 20 minutes. Kaya, times 60 minutes per hour. So, cancel yan. 60 over 20, mu is therefore 3 per hour. So, ang sinasabi lang dito is yung arrival ng customers mo nag-enter sa supermarket is 15 per hour. Ang service rate mo can happen at the rate of 3 customers per hour. Pero since infinite yung number of servers mo, wala kang waiting. Diba? Yun lang yung storya ng case 4. So, 15 over 3 per hour, that would give you 5. L is equal to 5. Letter B. Anong tinatanong? What is the average length of time a customer spends shopping in the aisle? Length of time naman. So since walang waiting, anong pinapakompute
W po.
dito? W. So again, from Little's formula, dapat kabisado nyo na to pag palagi kayo nagko-compute. Okay? L over lambda, so that is 5 over 15. Okay? Or that is 1 over 3 hours. 1/3 hours. Okay, so that's your answer. And letter C, find the probability of there being 6 or more customers in the aisles. So probability N is 6 or more.
Greater than or equal to 6.
Okay, greater than or equal to 6. So again, lagi nating, if it's a greater than problem, we have to reverse it. 1 minus probability.
Less than or equal to 5.
Okay, and less than or equal to 5. So that means you go back to the formula for this Pn. Okay, so it is equal to 1 minus the probability of, okay, P0 up to P5. Okay, so apply nyo na lang yung formula, P0, isa-isa nyo to, yung rho, you're given rho to be equal to 5. So this is 5, apply na natin P0. 5 raised to 0 over 0 factorial. I'm using this class, raised times e raised to negative 5. That's P0. Next, P1, 5 raised to 1 all over 1 factorial times e raised to negative 5. Next, P2, 5 raised to 2. Do you follow, class?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, that's P2. Next, P3, 5 raised to 3 over 3 factorial times e raised to negative 5. P4, 5 raised to 4, tama ba? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 4 factorial, e raised to negative 5. And P5, 5 raised to 5, 5 factorial times e raised to negative 5. Okay? So, solving for Pn greater than or equal to 6. That would be equal to
0.3480, sir.
3840 ako.
Pareho po, sir.
Okay. So, that's it.